taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Brown the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then executed.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass, dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Jalen Armour-Davis getting back there to stop him for a loss. The Browns at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there.
And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone had...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Play action. It's Fields.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On second down, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Oh, the option left is Fields.
Oh, some strong running. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Here we go, son.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
You got a mini base. Line up. Hey, Ken. Go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Hurry up.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Fields now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
13.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw here, hauled in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 yards to go, second down.
Hey, 551, 551. Easy. Go.
Now Fields going to keep it running left. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey,
Fields going to change things up here.
They pitch it to Chubb, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away.
Angel.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that flag accepted.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Here we go, sir.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
To throw is Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Chips left. EQ.
On play action, Fields. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields on 3rd down.
Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Catching a first down from Andrews in Baltimore, and all NFL fans are used to seeing those all game, every game from him. 2022, a touch below what he did the year before as the best receiving tight end in the league, but still Pro Bowl worthy with over 800 yards.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Now Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, here's Fields. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. And quickly they get to the line. Now Fields going to move him around. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Fields. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a...
It's on! Report!
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Jackson now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up second and 9.
The slot man in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go, sir.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap. Fields
Drops it off for Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Hey, officer, right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now Lamar changing the look. This time Jackson will throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll roll him out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Jackson will throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back?
Yeah. In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got